My name is Donna Strickland. I'm a professor of physics and astronomy at the University of Waterloo in Canada. Laser physics is the study of light that has been made in a very special way, so that unlike a light bulb that has light of all different wavelengths of light coming out in every direction and at random times, laser light, all of the light points in the same direction. It's usually one color, which means it's one wavelength, and they all travel together. So that when they're all traveling together, they become a giant wave. And so the intensity of laser light is much higher than regular light. And the applications, so there's many. One is that because light travels so fast, all international long-distance phone calls are really done with fiber optics. We see so many cell towers everywhere, and that's microwave. But that's only for short-term calling, and so we have laser light that goes through fiber optics to go under the sea, and so we can have very fast conversations right around the world. It's also because lasers are very powerful. We cut steel with it, we cut glass now with it, we can cauterize the back of your eye. If you are diabetic and have retinal tears, we can help with that. We do just, if you go to a supermarket and you're scanning your groceries, that's all done with laser scanners. So they're used just about everywhere now. I think for just regular light, I think the coolest thing is about how fast it travels. I'm still amazed to this day that in 1 second, light can travel 3/4 of the way to the moon. It's just so fast, and this is why we do use it for long distance. But for our very special laser light, in particular for our short pulse laser light, what I love to show visitors into my lab, like if they're high school students, I go and I take just a vial and I fill it up with tap water. I take them out to the hall to show it's nothing special, anything clear. And we go in with our short pulses that are infrared, so you can't see them with your eye. And it makes every color of the rainbow come out of the water or clear glass. And it seems like it's magic, but it's nonlinear optics. But I think that's one of the coolest things to see. Well, it's hard to know what is next. I think we're still trying to make the pulses shorter. This is what won the latest Nobel Prize. We still would like to make the laser light more intense. We still like to move the laser wavelengths further down into the infrared or further up towards the X-rays. So we're trying to do all of these to make different types of measurements. Probably to get a faculty position. I think that's very hard there's so few professorships. And I just sort of lucked out because I also got to move close to home. But I was well into my 30s before I finally got a professorship. So I think that one's a tough challenge. It's not a science challenge, but as a scientist, on top of that, as a female scientist, I'm married. Most female scientists are married to male scientists. And so I had actually gotten off the academic track because my husband had a great job at Bell Labs in New Jersey, and so I followed him to New Jersey. He then, when I got the academic job, he followed me and took an industry job. And so we've always been able to be together except for our first year of marriage. We actually lived bi-coastal. And so that was also a challenge. But we haven't had the same, good job at the same city at the same time. That's been a challenge. I think you just have to find what area of science you find the most fun to do. Because science is very broad, right? From computer science to biology to physics to pure math. You can have fun in any of it, and so you have to find what you really, really want to do because it is hard. It's hard to stick with anything, but if you're going to be a scientist, you're going to be in school for a long time, and you have to work hard. And so you better really love what you do. You better have this feeling like it's so much fun to do. You want to keep waking up and doing it, because otherwise you're not going to stick with it. I like most because I like doing puzzles, and I think science is just a giant puzzle. And every day is different, right? It's not like we do the same thing over and over and over again. We come in with a new puzzle to be solved. There's always another scientific puzzle to be solved. Sometimes it's the same old one. It's like, my laser's not working, why not? And you have to figure it out. And so every day is different, and you just get to have fun trying to figure out how to make it work the way you want it to work in a way that nobody else has ever made it work. And so that's just a fun thing to do.
Somos UAMX.